Hello, welcome to your April reading. I hope your March has been peaceful and productive. There's your first card, Magician. And if you listened to the March reading, please let me know or leave a comment as to how it resonated for you during the month. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and please click the subscribe button so you can follow all the videos that come through, both the card readings and the meditations. Thank you, Spirit. So let's get straight into your reading, Scorpio, and see what April holds in store for you. Thank you, angels. Please bring me through the cards clarity. Whoa. For Scorpio. We have Justice and we have the the King of Cups. Okay. Let's go for the next 4 cards now, Scorpio. Thank you, Divine Spirit. Well, thank you. Okay, we have 3 cards here. I might move these around shortly, but I think this is the correct order. Pulling the last card now. There's 2, so... Wow, I'm getting this card in almost every reading, the Lovers. Let's have a look at the energy now, Scorpio. I can assure you that I shuffle copiously in between all of the readings. It's very interesting to see that the energies en masse that are affecting us as one, if you like. Okay, so we have the Magician, the Ace of Wands, Justice, the King of Cups, 8 of Wands, Knight of Swords, Strength and Lovers. So the Magician brings an awareness to me that, Scorpio, you are in manifestation mode. You are kind of going into the pool of creation. You are utilizing all of the elements and trying to bring about your vision. Now, the Magician traditionally has the infinity symbol, and it symbolizes the manifestation of the heavens upon the earth. In the Rider-Waite deck, he has all the tools on his table to indicate that he has everything at his disposal to create that which the universe wants to see manifest. And having this deep well within you, Scorpio, there within the waters of the self, you are able to draw upon those experiences and that emotion and those visions, if you like, and create something now to move forward with. Now, the Ace of Wands, again, is about creation. It's a seed for growth. It's also a very intuitive, very kind of... how can I put it? Very elemental energy. So you're drawing both upon the waters of self and of the fire within you, Scorpio, in order to create almost like a web, to create a way of being, a way of life. Interesting energy with the Magician there. The Justice card comes in to give you some sort of balance, and the balance is in consideration. The Sword indicates a very insightful and precise logic. It's very cold in its clarity, the Sword of Justice, and yet we also have the Scales here, which are a little bit more nebulous and a little bit more emotive. They're very reactionary, and so what this does is combine the insightfulness and the kind of coldness of logic with the warmth of emotion. And so what this is showing me is there's a growth here in terms of your creation. You're getting the balance of all of the elements within you to create something that is going to serve you going forward. Now, the King of Cups, it's interesting to see the King of Cups here because he is one who is able to express himself emotionally. He is very, how how can I say, he's very wise and mature in terms of his emotion and how he is in relationship. So what this is telling me is that within your waters of creation, within your deep self that perhaps you don't show to everybody, Scorpio, there's a growing ability, a growing understanding of how sometimes those emotions and that vulnerability can serve you, can help you move forward in a much more productive way. And productive because we have the Ace of Wands here, and we also have the Eight of Wands. Very much this fire element kind of drawing you forward. The Eight of Wands are about fast forward movement, taking you towards a particular goal. So we have a shift for you here. We have some kind of fine-tuning for you here, Scorpio, in that it's bringing some aspects of self together in order to achieve something. Now, the Knight of Swords is one that brings messages and clarity. He brings enlightenment, and he runs towards he runs towards you. Something and somebody is coming in here to help you gain an understanding, to give you perhaps the missing piece. I feel as though the Eight of Wands, as much as it's taking you towards something, we want to get ultimately to the Nine of Wands, which is missing here. And so there's clarity coming in your creation and your manifestation and in your justice and judgment. And the seed for it is right here in the Ace of Wands. And the archetype and the kind of embodiment that you're going for is here in the King of Cups. So the Knight of Swords here is bringing you this clarity and this opportunity. The Strength card. The Strength card is about will and mastery over self. Sometimes it's strength from the universe because of things that we've gone through, for example. And rather than fight in an obvious and a brutal way, it's asking us to be more of the tactician, to be more understanding and to process exactly what our goals and ends are. And it allows us to apply wisdom in our tactics as opposed to brute force. Then we have the Lover's card. And as I've said through all of the other readings, it's often seen as one that speaks about relationship. But to me, it speaks about relationship with self, getting the balance right between the masculine and the feminine within in order to achieve balance within ourselves. And that balance will bring about a different vibration to allow us to go forward whole. And I want to go back again to the emotion and the logic of the Justice card. And interesting that it's come under the King of Cups, who expresses himself quite clearly emotionally. So in your life, Scorpio, there may well have been a shutdown emotionally. Maybe you've been unable to express yourself and your true desires. And the Lover's card and this whole spread is bringing you the ability to get that balance back. Let's pull some clarity cards to see where we're going. So, clarifying the Magician, please, Spirit. Oh, that's way too many. I'll shuffle again. Thank you. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands, and I'll keep pulling cards for the rest of the spread. That wants to come out. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Thank you, angels. Oh, and we have the Five of Swords. Wow. Okay, the King of Cups next, please. I don't know if you've been feeling these energies through March, Scorpio, but they've been pretty intense in terms of peeling back layers of the onion, layers of healing, going deep into the self and maybe even deep into the past. Okay, I've got 3 out here, and I kind of want to take them all, so, well, it's actually 4. All right, let me see if they fit here. So we have the Three of Swords. We have the Nine of Wands. So there is our completion. We have the Ace of Swords. And we have the Ten of Wands. Pulling for the last card, the Lovers. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. There's a lot of themes repeating here through all the signs this month. The Magician. All right, let me have a little look at the energy. Okay, so the fives in the tarot are always a point of stress in our lives. They are kind of a catalyst that breaks open the seed of self. Now, the ones for me have the greatest potential for growth. As you can see, the ones do have new shoots on there, and the wood for me kind of creates a ladder into the next level, if you like. So the Five of Wands is about an exterior battle. Perhaps you've been fighting for your own growth. You've been fighting for expression. You've been fighting for kind of to manifest who you are. And so we have the Five of Wands over the Magician to indicate that, you know, you will grow from this. You will gain more understanding. The Ten of Pentacles over the Ace of Wands. I mean, to me, it indicates that all of your endeavours will set a foundation, actually. It may well be in collaboration with other people, but it's something that has longevity, and this great abundance will come to you with the work done from the start of the Ace of Wands, from this creative seed, if you like. The Five of Swords, we've got a couple of fives here, haven't we? The Five of Swords, again, is about this inner battle. And the swords are about your mental process and your clarity and wisdom. And this guy has kind of gotten away with a couple of the swords here. So he has an understanding. And I want to go back again to the logic of the Sword of Justice and the empathy of the scales. So you're kind of looking back here and understanding that perhaps certain people are soulmates on your path, or they're catalysts for your growth. And they bring about a certain understanding of self and a wisdom of the world and how to move through it. So this Five of Swords may well have been very difficult for you, and has caused you know, some cracks in your vision of how things should be. But it's certainly one that will kind of peel the scales from your eyes, if I can put it that way. And the Three of Swords talks about old wounds, talks about past relationship, old experiences. And notice the heart isn't exactly bleeding. So this is about something that's happened in the past, the recent past at least. And the Three of Swords can also indicate a third person in the relationship. But for me, generally, the Three of Swords speaks about letting certain things go, finding your own closure. Finding the wisdom in your experiences in order to move forward with wholeness within yourself emotionally. We often cling on to things from the past. We cling on to the emotion, and the Three of Swords is here to help us cut through that which holds us back. Now, the Nine of Swords, funny that I mentioned the next step on, because here we are, Scorpio. You have your Nine of Swords. So all of this movement and learning is bringing into a position where you can use your experiences to be more discerning in how you move forward. There is a warning, slight warning in this card, to not be too cynical and too defensive when you're moving forward, to cut the emotion and the ties and realize that you've learned as much as you can from those experiences. And perhaps there will be layers of it going, you know, in later years you'll have a even deeper understanding of it. But for now, you can utilize those experiences from a place of strength and use it as your power instead of your obstacle. The Ace of Swords coming over the Knight of Swords. There couldn't be greater clarity. You have this message, this opportunity, this wisdom coming in. that will serve you in the long term. You really will be able to see things clearly. All of those experiences that you've been through really help you understand the self, and it's the self that we're here to grow in order to shine like the beautiful beings that we are. The Ace of Swords allows you that intense clarity. Then the Ten of Wands over the Strength card. I mean, you have a great progression here. The Ten of Wands is when we are feeling, excuse me, sorry about that. The Ten of Wands is about the end of a difficult journey. We're carrying an awful lot of baggage, or we're carrying all of the pains and the lessons, and we don't quite see the respite ahead of us in the village ahead. And so, you know, we're kind of continuing under this burden. But as it's a 10, it is the end of a cycle. We are being given the strength. We are being given the wisdom and the tactics to move through this energy. Then the Magician over the Lover's card. Now, we started off with the Magician. He is a manifester. He does create scenarios. He creates... sorry, that's our phone going. He creates magic within our lives, transformational magic. And so this transformation for you is one that definitely brings a wholeness. It brings all the tools to your table for you to move forward in your greater power. I'm going to draw 2 advice cards for you now. Thank you, angels. Please show us advice. Oh, thank you. All right, so we have existence and intensity. Scorpio, what a perfect card for you. So this existence energy talks about being a part of the whole. It talks about an understanding of who you are, excuse me, and where you are in the universe. As much as we can sometimes feel small within that environment, we have to know that we are not here by accident. We have to know that each and every molecule of us and our spirits is manifest here because it's needed. And so it's a reminder that the whole process that you go through, to not discount the importance of your growth, to not worry so much about being stuck in emotion. The whole process of this is to move you through your here, to grow your soul, to contribute to the whole. And the intensity card speaks about moving forward with great focus. We have the 8 of Wands here, which is kind of the same energy, but this is about purely focusing on your aims and your goals. We have 2 magicians in this reading, so that tells me that you do have intent here. You do have something that you're focusing on, and perhaps other people are trying to sway you or dissuade you even from a certain goal or a certain mission, but not to let yourself be distracted by fears or by other people and their own ideas. I'm going to draw you an outcome card now. Thank you, Spirit. Please give us, oh, thank you, an outcome card for April. So we have the Page of Pentacles. Now the Page of Pentacles, pages are always bringing in opportunities and messages. And this page has his foot in the center of this energy mandala, and he has his coin, also another mandala. So what this is potential, pure potential. So this mission that you're on has its go-ahead. It has its support from the universe. You may well be offered a contract or an opportunity to develop something here. And as I see the intensity and the existence, I know that it's in relation to expressing who you are inside, Scorpio. So go forward in power because you have these blessings. I hope that you enjoyed that reading, Scorpio, and please leave me a comment to tell me what you think, and I'll see you next time.